Premier League preview, giving you match facts from each of those matches over the next few days, and there's quite a lot of matches. In between that, you can also call in live for the football phone in on 0114 2425 200. That's 0114 2425 200, and have your say. Like to especially hear from Chelsea fans, Sheffield United fans, and also Sheffield Wednesday fans, and also Rotherham fans as well, on how your season went. And we are live now on Facebook. So go to @Iman TV online, and then you can watch the show. And like I said, you can take part, and you can also let your friends and family and invite them onto the show. Listening to and watch the show as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'll give you the match facts, and also in between I'll also give you the invite everyone on my Facebook, and if you can do the same. And like I said, we are live on YouTube at Iman TV online as well. So let me just do that for you. And like I said, on Facebook is at Iman TV online. And once you've liked the page, then you'll get notification as soon as we go live. So like I said, we are live now, and we're also live on YouTube as well. And you can watch us and leave your comments on both YouTube as well as on Facebook as well. So welcome along to the show once again to all of you. And like I said, you can watch this show live on Facebook right now, and also on YouTube, as I mentioned as well. And like I said, you can invite your friends and family to watch on those platforms as well. So let me just give you the information so you can watch, and I can hear myself loud and clear on there as well. And like I said, the show is until 11:30, so welcome along to everyone. And I'll give you the ins and outs of what's going to happen in the Premier League in terms of match facts, and you can interact through those mediums as well as WhatsApp, or you can call the show live on 0114 2425 200. That's 0114 2425 200, and you can participate with the show. So without further ado, what I'll do now is I'll give you the match facts of all the matches that are coming up in the Premier League this weekend as well, and then you'll be up to speed as to what's going to happen in the Premier League. And I know you all like the match facts, so always make sure I give you the match facts for all the matches, and it's a good way of me knowing what's happening in each match as well. And you can always find some interesting match facts that you may not know about, and also myself, I may not know about before I do my research. So it's a good way of increasing your knowledge of what's happening in the football as well. So I've invited everyone on my Facebook to watch live. So I hope you do the same as well. And the first game of this weekend is between Manchester City and Leicester City. And this game was quite significant last season, because for those of you who don't know, Leicester City were reigning champions in the Premier League, and that was a remarkable and extraordinary achievement, because the season before they nearly got relegated, and I believe they were in the bottom two at one point, and they had a magnificent run and survived to stay in the Premier League. And then under Ranieri, they won the Premier League title, which was an extraordinary feat. I don't think it's going to happen again, especially the amount of money you have in the Premier League, and the way they won that. Nobody would have thought of that a few months into that Premier League season. And as I said before the break, and congratulations to Chelsea, who won the league last night, and I saw the match, and well done to them, especially Antonio Conte, because beginning of the season they were struggling, and when he changed his formation to a back three, that worked wonders, because they went onto a long unbeaten winning streak, and that helped them to the Premier League title. So as I mentioned, it was a big game last season, Manchester City against Leicester City. but it doesn't have that much significance for Leicester City because they're nowhere near competing in the top four. But it's significant for Man City, especially if they want to finish in the top three in the Premier League, so they don't need to go into a playoff for the Champions League. Because what happens is, if you finish in the top three, you automatically go into the main draw of the Champions League. But if you finish in the fourth position, then you play in a two-legged match in a playoff match for the Champions League spot to go into the Champions League draw proper. So that's how it works for the Champions League. And so Manchester City against Leicester City is the early game, and it's live on TV as well. And it starts at 12:30 British Summer Time. And the first match fact for this one is Manchester City have won only 2 of their last 7 Premier League meetings, with Leicester City drawing 2 and losing 3. So there's quite a remarkable record there. And this next match fact is Leicester City have won their last 2 league games against Manchester City, scoring at least 3 goals each time, 3-1 in February 2016 and 4-2 in December 2016. And Leicester City haven't won 3 in a row against Man City for 50 years, and that was in March 1967. And the final fact for this match is Leicester City have won their last 6 top flight visits to Man City, losing 1. Their only defeat in this run, a 2-0 reverse in March 2015 under their previous manager to Ranieri, Nigel Pearson. Okay, so those are the match facts for Man City at home to Leicester City, and that's the early game at 12:30 British Summer Time. And the next games kick off at 3 o'clock. And the first of the 3 o'clock matches sees Bournemouth at home to Burnley. Not much riding on this game because both these teams survived comfortably to play in next year's Premier League. So it's just a matter of securing a higher position so you get more prize money at the end of the season. So Bournemouth have lost only 1 of their last 5 home league games against Burnley, winning 2 and drawing 2. A 1-0 defeat in the third tier in February 2000. Eddie Howe featured for Bournemouth in that game and was substituted for current assistant manager Jason Tindall. So amazing fact there. Burnley are unbeaten in their last 7 games against Bournemouth in all competitions, winning 4 and drawing 3 since a 5-0 defeat in November 1998. And the final match fact for Bournemouth against Burnley is this will be only the second Premier League meeting between the teams, with the other being a 3-2 win for Burnley at Turf Moor in December of 2016. So those are the match facts for Bournemouth against Burnley at 3 o'clock today, British Summer Time. And the next match at 3 o'clock sees Middlesbrough against Southampton. And Middlesbrough, as I mentioned, were relegated on Monday when they lost 3-0 to Chelsea. And Southampton will be pushing for a Europa League spot. And this match kicks off 3 o'clock today, British Summer Time. And Middlesbrough have won only 1 of their last 5 home Premier League fixtures against Southampton, drawing 1 and losing 3. Though this is the first meeting since March 2005. And the Saints, which is Southampton's nickname, 1-0 winners over Middlesbrough in the reverse fixture, are looking to do a top flight double over their opponents for the first time since the 1996 and 97 campaign. And the final match fact for this match is Middlesbrough haven't kept a clean sheet against Southampton at the Riverside in any of their last 7 league meetings since Mark Schwarzer recorded one in a 3-0 win in March 1999. So that's Middlesbrough against Southampton, and that's a 3 o'clock British summertime kickoff today. The next match fact for today involves Sunderland at home to Swansea City. Sunderland, as you know, were relegated, and it's a very, very significant match for Swansea City because they do need to win this game if they harbour hopes of remaining in the Premier League. So Sunderland against Swansea City is a 3 o'clock British summertime start today, and Sunderland are winners in their last four Premier League meetings with Swansea at the Stadium of Light, which is Sunderland's ground. So drawing three and losing one since winning their first encounter 2-0 in January 2012. Also, that victory is Sunderland's only home victory over Swansea since winning 8 consecutively in all competitions between 1937 and 1964, drawing 5 and losing 2. And also, the final match fact is no Premier League player has more assists in 2017 than Gylfi Sigurdsson of Swansea, with 7, level with Tottenham's Christian Eriksen. So that's Sunderland against Swansea, and that's a 3 o'clock British summertime start today. And the next match is the late game, and that's live on TV. That sees Stoke City against Arsenal, and that's a 5:30 p.m. British summertime start live on TV. The first match fact for this match is Stoke have only lost one of their 8 home Premier League games against Arsenal, winning 4 and drawing 3. And the next match fact is Arsenal's 12.5% win percentage, 1 win in 8 away at Stoke, is their joint second worst in the Premier League era, level with Sheffield Wednesday, 1 win in 8. They only have a worse win record against Man United, and that's 3 wins, which is 25.12%. And the final match fact is Arsenal have failed to score in 3 of their last 4 Premier League visits to Stoke's ground, with 2 of those games ending goalless. So those were the match facts for Stoke City against Arsenal, a 5:30 kickoff today, the 13th of May. So those were the Saturday fixtures for you in the Premier League. I'll just move on to tomorrow's fixtures for you, and so you're aware of what's happening in the Premier League tomorrow. Let's go to the match facts for tomorrow's matches. There's 3 games tomorrow. All 3 matches are live on TV on various sports channels. And the first game kicks off 12 o'clock tomorrow, British Summer Time, and that's Crystal Palace at home to Hull City. And the first match fact for this match is quite a significant match because, as I mentioned to you in the first segment of the show, between 2 minutes past 10 and 10:26, is Swansea City are just outside the relegation zone, and Hull City are third from bottom. So they do have to win against Crystal Palace tomorrow. So the first match fact is, since winning their first 2 Premier League meetings with Hull in 2013-2014, Palace have failed to win in any of their last 3 matches, drawing 1 and losing 2. And the last Premier League meetings between the 2 in December was a 3-3 draw, seeing as many goals, which is 6, as in the previous 4 combined. And Crystal Palace 2-0 defeat against Hull in their most recent home league meeting is their only defeat in the last 11 at Selhurst Park, winning 5 and drawing 5. And the Tigers' last one, which is Hull City's nickname, won back-to-back away games at Palace in October 1985, a run of 3 games. So all of you who are watching live on Facebook, Jazakallah for tuning in. First of all, Jazakallah to Sister Kosa Shah, who presents a brilliant program every Wednesday mornings, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. called Bazme Sukhun. And She's just messaged in live on Facebook saying, Salam, great show. And Walaikum Salam to you, Sister Gosar. And Jazakallah for liking the show. And also, we have Gohar Ali Khan from London, who's watching the show as well. So, salam to him. And also, Paul Clinker from London, he's watching the show. So, thank you for tuning in. And also, Sister Dr. Salha, who does her shows Sunday afternoons, 1:30 to 3 p.m. She's watching the show. And also Nadeem Ashfaq from Preston, he's also watching the show live. And also salam to brother Muhammad Ayub MBE, and he's watching the show live. And Jazakallah for him for watching the show live as well. And for those of you who don't know who brother Muhammad Ayub MBE is, he's the gentleman who introduced Ustad Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan to us here in the UK and made him a worldwide phenomenon. So Jazakallah to all of you who are watching. Back to the sports before you switch off. Got myself sidetracked there, but Jazakallah to all of you watching and all of you who were watching earlier as well. If I've missed out your names, I do apologize. And Jazakallah to all of you. And you can leave your comments on Facebook as well as YouTube. So that was the match fact I just gave you for Crystal Palace against Hull City, and that's a 12 o'clock British summertime start tomorrow. And as I mentioned, that's live on TV as well. And the next match tomorrow sees my beloved Liverpool playing in my locality. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a ticket for this match. Otherwise, I would have jumped on the train, 10-minute ride to watch Liverpool. But the day is young, as they say. So if you've got any complimentary or any VIP tickets or any media passes for me, if you're listening out there, anyone connected with Liverpool or West Ham United, then I am free to go and watch the game tomorrow. And like I said, it's only a 10-minute train ride from where I live here in Ilford. So West Ham United are at home to Liverpool, and that's a 2:15 British summertime start tomorrow. So let me give you the match facts for this one for you. West Ham have won only their last two home Premier League meetings with Liverpool, their best run since winning 3 in a row between 1997 and 1999. And salam also to brother Zaheer Chaudhry from London, who's also watching the show, and Jazakallah for all your comments as well. So as I mentioned, West Ham won their last two home Premier League meetings with Liverpool, their best run since winning 3 in a row between 1997 and 1999. So that's a very, very poor match fact for Liverpool. And the next match fact is Liverpool have kept one clean sheet in the last 10 Premier League visits to West Ham, a 3-0 victory in May 2009. And the final match fact is none of the last 11 Premier League meetings between these sides at West Ham have ended as a draw, with Hammers winning 4 and Liverpool 7 since a 1-1 draw in December 2001. So first of all, as I mentioned to you in the first segment of the show, between 2 minutes past 10 and 10:26, that Liverpool played very, very poorly last Sunday, and they did miss a penalty. So Liverpool do need to wake up tomorrow, and they've got no choice, and they have to win against West Ham United convincingly if they want to finish in the top 3 of the Premier League, if they want to make sure that they go into the main draw of the Champions League. So I'll be watching that game, and like I said, if anyone who's got connections with West Ham United or Liverpool and who's listening in or watching, and then if you can get me a ticket, then by all means I'll be very, very appreciative of you. So that's West Ham United against Liverpool, and that's a 2:15 British summertime start. And the final match tomorrow, which is also live on TV, is played at Spurs' ground, and that's Tottenham Hotspur against Manchester United, and it's a 4:30 p.m. British summertime start tomorrow at White Hart Lane. And also the match fact for this one, first of all, is Spurs only win in their last 15 home Premier League games against Manchester United came in last season's 3-0 victory. So they've drawn 6 and lost 8. That's an astonishing match fact. And welcome along and salam to brother Sajjad Sharif, watching from London, and Jazakallah for your comments on Facebook. You can watch us on Facebook at Iman TV Online, and you can invite all your friends and family to watch. And you can also watch us live on YouTube at on Iman TV Online, which is three separate words. So as I mentioned, Spurs only win in their last 15 home Premier League games against Man United came in last season's 3-0 victory, drawing 6 and losing 8. That 3-0 defeat for Manchester United is the only time they've conceded in their last 5 Premier League games against Spurs, keeping 4 clean sheets. And the last match fact is Jose Mourinho has failed to win on his last 4 Premier League visits to White Hart Lane, drawing 2 and losing 2, and hasn't won a league game there since August 2005 when his Chelsea side defeated Spurs 2-0. So that's the Tottenham Hotspur against Man United, 4:30 p.m. British summertime start tomorrow in the Premier League. And then the next match is on Monday, and that sees champions Chelsea take on Watford. I'll give you the match facts there for you. And that's the 8 o'clock British summertime start. So Chelsea against Watford, 8 o'clock start on Monday, the 15th of May. And let me just quickly give you the match facts because 3 minutes left before we go to our next break. Chelsea are unbeaten in 6 Premier League meetings against Watford since losing their first clash in September 1999, winning 4 and drawing 2. Watford are winless in their last 6 league visits to Stamford Bridge since winning 5-1 in May 1986, drawing 4 and losing 2. And the final match fact is Watford's 1-0 win in 1999 is Watford's only win over Chelsea in their last 16 meetings in all competitions, drawing 5 and losing 10. So those were the match facts for Chelsea against Watford. That's live at 8 p.m. British Summer Time on Monday coming, which is the 15th of May. So loads more other fixtures to go through with you. So I've got a couple of minutes left, so I do need to go through them very, very quickly for you. Let me just see. So on Tuesday, we've got 2 league games on the 16th of May. Is Arsenal against Sunderland. That's a 7:45 kickoff. Then we've got Manchester City against West Bromwich Albion. Sorry, that's 8 o'clock kickoff on Tuesday, the 16th of May. And then we've also got league games on Wednesday, the 17th of May. We've got Southampton at home to Manchester United. That's a 7:45 p.m. kickoff. Then on Thursday, we will also got a league game in the Premier League, and that's a 7:45 p.m. British summertime start. That's Leicester City against Tottenham Hotspur. Then we've also got a game on. So those are the games there. Before we go on to next week, so those are games today, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in the Premier League. And as I promised, I'll just quickly give you the fixtures if they come up on my screen of what fixtures are coming up in the UK. So I mentioned the Premier League already, and also we've got Fulham against Reading in one of the playoff semi-finals today in the Championship. That's Fulham against Reading, and that's a 5:30 kickoff. And we're going to the break very, very shortly. Just to let you know, tomorrow Huddersfield will play Sheffield Wednesday, and that's a 12 o'clock start. So that's a Yorkshire derby, and that's tomorrow for you. And we're going to the break very, very shortly. And then after the break at 2 minutes past 11, we'll have the cricket roundup and the cricket phone in on 0142425 we're going to the break now, and I'll be back with you at 2 minutes past 11, so don't go anywhere.
This is your local community station, Iman FM on 103.1 FM.
चटपटी बातें होंगी और कुछ फैमिली पॉलिटिक्स गर्मा गर्म चाय के साथ प्रोग्राम टी टाइम विद उस्मा खान हर हफ्ता की शाम 4 से 6 बजे ओनली ऑन ईमान एफएम.
In the city of Sheffield, if you ever have an accident, Do not fear. Mr. Compensator is here. He can provide you with a taxi, prestige, or 4x4 replacement vehicle in just 2 hours. Call 0114-3863-386 or visit mrcompensator.co.uk and let the experts manage your claim.
Freshmart Superstore is now open in Sheffield.